Hey guys, Cash Out, coming at you with a different video. Today's video we'll be doing the Avengers Endgame review. I've been pushing off and then recording and trashing that recording, and then finally getting into it. I actually want to go first to get off. There's a whole story with the movie and what I did with the movie, but little brief little cursory. Actually got to see the movie a little bit out of order, so hopefully my recollection of the movie is pretty accurate. Most of them I've seen, the clips online, the reviews, have pretty much, all the structure is pretty much in line with what I remember with the movie. Okay. Now, if you guys don't know, if you guys are new to the video, I do a spoiler, and this whole video is a spoiler. So I will spoil the whole movie for you. So here's a spoiler. Where is the where's these? Come on, hands. Yep, it's not popping up. There it is. Spoiler. Okay, so that's gonna be on the screen for a couple seconds. And okay, it's gone. All right, so we get to see first Clint Barton. Clint is on house arrest, as you guys do know. If you guys didn't see Captain America: Civil War, he was under house arrest. He pretty much was living the good life with his family, and then Infinity War. All of his family got turned to dust. Pretty much, he went to a very edgelord version. He called himself Ronin. Ronin is pretty much the edgelordiest of edgelords. Edgelords means people who really go to the edge. I mean, losing his whole family, it's pretty bad. So, pretty much right after Infinity War, Iron Man, Nebula was pretty much on the ship, on Quill's ship, and then they get saved by Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel brings it back to Earth. Rest of the Avengers are pretty much moping around. Thor's taking the worst because he could have killed Thanos, but he didn't. He didn't go for the head, so he's pretty much taking the worst. And then finally, Iron Man comes there, and they're pretty much a big blowout. Quick thing, Black Widow tries to find Clint. Clint pretty much is going aggro, and mostly it's like 50% of the population left, and people are really sad about it. Captain America is a counselor. We actually get to see one of the directors pop up in the scene. It's crazy. So pretty much everybody's really sad. So once Nebula gets there, Iron Man and Cap have their little hissy. Nebula tells them where he is, and Captain Marvel, not Iron Man, War Machine, Nebula, War Machine, Captain Marvel, Captain America, Black Widow, Thor, Bruce Banner, and Rocket. Those guys go off in the Guardian ship, finds Thanos. Thanos is looking pretty disheveled. There was once a video I saw online. I can't remember the name. I'm probably gonna have a thing popping up for the from their thumbnail popping up. It shows. It's a funny thing. Thanos is like really old, so pretty much he decreased in muscle because he became a farmer. That's pretty much how it happened in the movie too. They go to find Thanos, and they're about to kill him. But first they want the Infinity Gems back so they can get back all their friends and family. Everybody else got snapped into existence. They tried, but they failed because Thanos destroyed the Infinity Gems, and there's no way bringing him back. Cut to 5 years later, Paul Rudd, Ant-Man, finally gets a reverse from the quantum realm. He goes to the Avenger Tower, and he goes, I gotta say it. Stop saying Avenger Tower. He goes to the Avengers facility, tells them that he believes that the quantum realm can be used as a time portal. Now they go to one of the most smartest people in the world, that's Bruce Banner. Well, first they go to Iron Man, but Iron Man's like, I ain't about that. I don't want to. And he's pretty much got everything he ever wanted. He got a sweet cottage, like he told Pepper, and he actually has a daughter. He was even building the rescue armor for Pepper. If you guys didn't know, Pepper had the rescue armor. Great. Gwyneth Paltrow came back for Iron Man. It's cool. She's cool. So now they have to start getting the rest of the Avengers together. They go to the Hulk. The Hulk is pretty much, he's not the Hulk anymore. He's like Bruce Banner. It's mostly he's in charge. So now he does lame dad jokes and he wears cardigans and he does dabbing, dab, dab, dab. Is this dabbing? Is this dabbing? I don't know what dabbing is. Is this dabbing? Dab, 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 dab. I think that's dabbing. I'm not sure. I don't know what dabbing is. Yeah, this movie's pretty much like all the dead memes, Fortnite and dabbing. Thank you 2019 for keeping dabbing and Fortnite alive. So nauseating. So now five. Just it was really lame. So now all the Avengers come together to try to stop Thanos. Come together, not to get the time gems. Tony finally joins the team because he can't get it off his head. He can't stop seeing Peter's, remains like Peter turning to dust in front of his eyes. So he goes there to try to help, and he builds a device that allows him to travel through time. Hulk tried, he failed. It's not in his world of expertise. He's a brilliant genius, but there's certain things he can't get across his brain. They build a time machine to the quantum realm. They shrink themselves down, go to the quantum realm. So on Team Cap is Iron Man, Captain America, Ant-Man, the Hulk. Now their plan is to go back to 2012, where where most of the gems were. There was the time gem, the space gem, the mind gem. Now they go to right towards the end of the Avengers to get the mind, the staff, the Loki staff, and get the cosmic cube. And Hulk goes over to the Stephen Strange soon-to-be house to get the time gem. Pretty much Captain America was able to get the spear easily because he's Captain America. Ant-Man and Tony kind of messed it up, so goodness we have losers like them. So but the problem is, so now they don't have the mind gem. Hulk had some little bit problems trying to get the time gem, so they couldn't rely on him to get the time gem. They were told, because they only have like a few little pin particles left, so they can't really go to the quantum realm each time. There's not a lot of pin particles, so they tell him to return. So they return back in time a little bit farther in the past. Now this is the time where Hank Pym was actually working with S.H.I.E.L.D. This is my voice. So they go into the facility to talk to Hank. Well, not talk to Hank. They go to the facility to get Cap steals the a couple more pin particles, and Tony steals the cosmic cube. Now Tony actually gets to meet his father again, and his father's pretty much a little bit weirded out that he's gonna be having a kid soon, and they have a big conversation. Cap sees Peggy again, and he's all sad about that. So they eventually go back to the future, and then now they have all three gems. So another team, Nebula, War Machine, they go back in time where Peter Quill is about to get the power gem, and they're pretty much dogging Quill, and that was actually a bad experience because Nebula is pretty much hooked up to the same network of her old one. She's the original Nebula in that time in 2014 is their wires are crossing, and she's seeing everything that future Nebula will do. And pretty much now Thanos knows what's going to happen. After War Machine gets the power gem, she told future Nebula told War Machine to go back to the future, and she has to deal with something real quick. And then she gets captured. She tries to warn the others, but she gets captured, and then that Nebula, the future Nebula, now is on board the ship. and she's trying to convince she's trying to convince everyone, her Gamora and Nebula, her past Nebula, and to get on board with this idea to stop Thanos before he everyone. Um, so now everyone else, now they have all the Infinity Gems. Oh, I almost forgot a little thing. Thor is now Big Lebowski. Uh, I love that reference. I love all movies. Also, they trashed Back to the Future. That's the best movie. If you guys ever watch old movies, watch Back to the Future. It's a really great movie. That's my suggestion to you. For me, to you. Please watch Back to the Future. It's a really good movie. I might review it one day. It's really good. So they went Back to the Future, back to Thor 2, Thor: The Dark World, to get the reality gem out of Natalie Portman, or Jane. I can never remember her name. I only remember Natalie Portman. Portman. Ooh, ha. Rocket goes to get the reality gem, but Thor, he's been out of it for a while. He's just not there anymore. And his mom actually caught him because she's been trained by witches, so she knows what's going on. And she realized that that's not her Thor, because Thor got a bigger brother now. Yeah, he's fans. Hashtag Thor is now daddy. So anyway, I felt so creepy. Thor and her have a conversation, and she pretty much talks Thor up a little bit more. Thor now summons Mirror from the past. The plan is to use the once they because the ancient one was a little bit weird. They want them to take the time gem because she realized that time is such a finite thing that time could be screwed up by what they do. So Bruce Banner convinced her by telling her they could return the time gem to right before they took it, and make it look like nothing ever happened. And time will be set in place, which is a good idea. But something unfortunately would happen. So once they now have all the time gems, Nebula finally returns, and they're ready to use the Infinity Stones. Tony builds one of his gauntlets and inquires all the stones in them. It's actually an iron gauntlet, the Iron Infinity Gauntlet. So once he has it, they all debate who should use it, and Hulk is like, I'll be the one because I'm the one, comparatively to Thanos. And Thor was like, I should do it, but you're like Big Lebowski right now, bro. You don't know, you can't really handle that much power. So Hulk snaps everyone back from reality. Now this is 5 years in the future, so everybody's pretty much, they're back, but Hulk loses bone density. His body is destroyed, like his whole arm is destroyed. So people don't know if it came back or not, or I almost forgot about the Soul Gem. Yeah, thanks to Gamora, she learned the information about the Soul Gem. So Hawkeye, Team Black Widow, Widow. There's a name in there. They go to that point, and they meet the Red Skull. Red Skull tells them that there's only one way to do this: a soul for a soul. Pretty much like the same thing he told Thanos. So they realize that that's the only way to get the Soul Gem. So they pretty much is a race to the death. Hashtag race for death. So they pretty much run straight towards the abyss and try to kill themselves to get the Infinity Gem. But both of them want it. But Hawkeye thinks that he can't get it because Hawkeye is trying to get it, but Black Widow believes that there's still way more good in him, that he still has a family to go back to. So she kills herself and dies, and he finally required the Soul Gem because it's a soul for a soul. Kind of messed up. That's another little thing that's kind of, I mean, time's a little bit weird. It's all timey-wimey. It's like, it's really bad. So once Clint returns. So anyway, so now they have the full gauntlet with all the space, mind, time, reality, power, and soul. So now they have the Hulk snaps everyone back, and then Clint finally gets the call from his family, and he realizes time is back to normal. But that's not our Nebula. That's not 2019 Nebula or 20. It's been 5 years in the future from 2018, or was it 2017? When did that movie come out? 2017? No, 2018. I don't know. I don't know how time works. I don't know. Time's weird. It's actually the 2014 Nebula. She opens the portal to get Thanos and all of his people here, and they destroyed the facility, and the Gauntlet is lost, and most of the Avengers are separated. So the only way they have to keep Thanos off and it's distracted. So Rocket and Team War Machine, which is Rocket, Ant-Man, and Hulk. Hulk is pretty much holding. It's pretty much an iconic scene from Avengers: Secret Wars, where the Avengers were taken taken to this new planet, amalgamated of different other planets, where the Hulk was actually in control. Like Hulk and Banner were both in control, and a big mountain almost fell down, and Hulk was holding up. Is pretty much was really, really heavy, and he was putting a lot of power behind it. So that's pretty much was the iconic scene. There's probably a thing popping up. So the Avengers band together. So now Thor has not just his new hammer with the axe, Stormbreaker. He also has Mjolnir with him, and apparently he's still worthy. I don't know how. He's been walling in self-pity and sadness. He gets his warm guard on, but it's the beer belly, so it's got popping a bit. So fake belly is really bad too. So the three members, Captain America and Iron Man and Thor. So when Captain America went to the future, he wore the Phil Coulson suit, with the good butt, American butt. Hey, you some American bottom. That feels so creepy. So he's now wearing the different, better costume. They go and fight Thanos. They pretty much get dogged until Captain America, Thor tries to go for the head, and he pretty much misses his shot until he was about to kill Thor because Iron Man got blasted off really fast. And then boom! But what would appear? Mjolnir! And Captain America catches Mjolnir like a boss. And it's awesome! Captain America's worthy to wield Mjolnir. And Thor's like, I know it, bro! Hashtag Soldier Bros. Hashtag Soldier Bros for life. So they go off and fight Thanos like bosses, throwing the hammer back. Pretty much like they did in Avengers Age of Ultron with Vision. And it's really awesome. They both dogged Thanos, but Thanos had a backup plan. He sends his army. But thanks to Falcon to be on Captain America's left, he sends in everyone. And not just that, but Doctor Strange sends in everyone except the Inhumans, Defenders, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and any S.H.I.E.L.D. operations. So pretty much everybody goes to war, and it looks really cool. You got the pretty much everybody from the Wakanda tribe. They go, oh! I was like, oh my God, this is about to, oh! The Wakanda king and the royalty is back. Wakanda forever! Wakanda forever! So you pretty much have everyone going down. It's going down, and they look like they're about to lose again because Thanos his ship starts shooting blasters, and they can't get anybody up there until Brie Larson comes. Yeah, she's been in space because pretty much what happened there is what happened to everyone. Also, she got a haircut. It looks great. She's not my favorite. Also, I know you guys are probably a little bit weirded out. Like, why didn't you do a Captain Marvel review? That was in the works, but when it happened, I was sick. So that, and then it got worse and worse and worse and worse. But I'm still considering doing that and Shazam 1. So that might be coming later on. I don't know. I'm not sure. So, the Avengers, and every one of the Avengers starts to try to get the Infinity Gauntlet. Bucky, hey, not Bucky. Bucky's back, so is Falcon. Girl. Everybody's trying to get the Infinity Gauntlet to one of the members of the Avengers to either send it back into his real time so Thanos can't get it, and they can finally destroy Thanos once and for all. Now, it was really cool. I really liked what they did. So all the female Avengers. Now you have Valkyrie, Wasp, and Wasp is back. Yeah. Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Nebula, Gamora, Captain Marvel, Shuri from Black Panther. I can't remember her real name, and his sister. I think that's all of them. Pretty much. I think that's all of them. So all of them go and attack, go defend Spider-Man, and all of them pretty much keep them all away. You know, Spider-Man was beat down really bad. Dude, you gotta keep the helmet on, man. Yeah, Spider-Man's back. And so they finally try. They're doing a pretty good job keeping Thanos back. But he's still pretty much in charge. He just almost destroyed Captain America's shield, and he just tightened that. And he got like a nasty scar right there, and he's tightening it, and like, I ain't done, bro. I was like, dang, Cap, you can do this all day. I bet you can, bro. So they finally get the gauntlet away, but pretty much Thanos gets the gauntlet, blasts his Captain Marvel away, and Doctor Strange talks to Iron Man. He's like, "This is the only way out of 10,000, billion times he looked at. This is the only one that made it through." So Iron Man, Tony realized that this is the only way. So he goes after Thanos. Thanos blocks him off, and then he tries to use the gauntlet, but it's not working. He realized that all the stones are gone, and Iron Man, he's like, what I wish he would have said. It's like, like Thanos said, you can't do this. You are nothing compared to me. Like I'm just more than nothing. I'm invincible. And boom, everyone. What I wish is like, I'm Iron Man. Everyone turns to dust. And all of his whole army turns to dust. Of course, that kills Iron Man. So Iron Man's. Me and my brother were wondering, like, is he done? Does he not want to play Iron Man anymore? Because I've never seen an interview. He's like, I'll play Iron Man till I'm dead. Ironic, isn't it? Tony Stark is dead. Yeah, he's dead. So at the funeral, pretty much every superhero is there to finally put Tony Stark to rest. He been put down from the first Iron Man arc reactor. Tony Stark has a heart, and they floated down the river. So now they have to return the Infinity Gems back to where they originally were. Cap does it. He brings the hammer with him as well. Cap there was a time that he was supposed to come back. It was supposed to be like a 2-second for them in their time, and like a couple of days for him in that time. But instead of going back to that time, he decided to stay with Peggy and finally get to be done with the wars forever. And he passes down the shield to not Bucky, but the Falcon. The Falcon was next to be Captain America. And it was a little shocker. I was like, what? Oh, my pearls. And I'm like, what? What's going on? Usually it's, it was recent, not more recent than, Bucky, because most people just thought it was going to be Bucky. People were debating online who was going to be Falcon or Bucky. Pretty much Bucky doesn't want it to be Captain America, so he passed. Bucky didn't want to be Captain America, but he chose Falcon to be Captain America. Cap chose Bucky. And Cap's like super old now, so he's like old man Rogers, like he was in the comic books. It's awesome. So, there is no end cutscene. Clint finally gets to go back to his family. Black Widow's dead forever. She cannot come back. Yeah. Iron Man's dead. Gamora left, so Thor joins the team. Joins the Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, with beer belly. Quill's still somehow jealous. I'm like, dude, you has a beer belly, man. You're cut, bro. He's 5 years on him, bro. You're still good. You're good looking, bro. I mean, he's a little bit sad that Gamora, because now that Gamora is not the Gamora from that time because she was killed. That Gamora is from 2014, so that Gamora and him doesn't really have the history. He's the only one who actually remembers the history because that Gamora is from the past, which does not make sense. I mean, he's really sad about it. But Gamora's gone. I guess she ran away, or he went back to the past. So that is not great. Also, the timeline is kind of screwed because they killed Thanos from that. Okay, so Thor also gives the world because now all of Asgard, what's left of Asgard, was after Thanos slaughtered most of them, after the snap, after Loki died. He's just been through a lot. He gives the royalty over to Valkyrie, and Valkyrie is the new king, whatever she wants to be called, because we do not judge. So now she's new queen of Asgard. So pretty much, so Thor is now running around with the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is more new because Iron Man actually rode around with the Guardians of the Galaxy. So that's pretty much it. Please like and subscribe and comment below if you guys want to see any more videos. And you guys for bearing with me through all this video. This is gonna be a very long video. Thank you guys so much, and please watch my other videos. Also, thank you guys for making my Spider-Man reaction video for the Death of Spider-Man, my third highest view video. Alright, thank you guys. Peace out!